Hey, what's up, Ice Blade Brothers? Oh, God, the pain. Anyways. Any fucking ways. How are we going, people? How are we going? Oh my god, Soggy, I'm weird. Oh, hey, what's up, Weird Core Froggo? I see you've changed your name again, Weird Core Froggo. You're now player 222. Couple those. Riley. Peak of VR. Remember me? I do remember Weird Core Froggo. I don't think this is the first time you've changed your name. You changed it before, and I remember, because you also came in and said, hey, I'm Weird Core Froggo. But not anymore. We are continuing with Slay the Princess. We were doing it yesterday. And you know what? I'm actually really liking it. I'm thinking I'm actually fucking ready to play this shit. It's a pretty cool game. I didn't think I'd like it, but I do like it. Anyways, how's everyone doing today? What a long, hard day of working down in the opium mines. Collecting delicious opium for everyone to enjoy. The next time when fucking mommy and daddy slap that opium down on the dinner table and say, eat up, Rutherford. You remember that that's my blood, sweat, and tears going into that opium. Oh, what's up, Ronnie? Oh, wait, I already said... I saw fucking Ronnie Miller. Anyways, fuck it. I think we're just gonna continue.
You're on a path in the woods.
I know what I'm gonna do this
time. At the
time.
end of that path is a cabin.
Oh, you can skip it, right. Tell you what.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Hey, what's up, Kalani?
Do you even know where you're going?
What happens if I just leave?
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Working on an Iron Brewman editor as we speak, but I'll let you know when it's done. Oh, hell yeah. What's up, Rosario? Hey, what's up, Swearing Boy?
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
I wonder if this is the joke ending.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange.
Fuck!
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Nope, we're leaving.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish.
Slay Dat Princess? No, it's Slay Dat Princess.
I've already outlined the stakes of the situation.
Slay Dat Princess
to a
245.
Everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess.
I don't know about that. I've not seen a single human other than the fucking princess.
And, last I checked, you're part of everyone too, so if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
Oh, you're full of shit, narrator.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
I was worried it would send us right into the cabin. You
bitch,
bitch,
look at
no!
That. You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Sup, vanilla fudge face balls. Hey, balls. If I can slay the princess, it's a game. It's a story game.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those
nice.
flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Is it a horror? It's a horror, but it's not too scary. At least I don't think it's scary.
Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
Oh, I can definitely escape these cabins if I keep walking.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Alright, good ending. What the fuck? There's a chapter 2 to this?
In the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Stay in the woods forever.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
What? Oh fuck, I guess I have to go to the fucking cabin.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all.
Hopefully we can get that sex option we've been waiting for. Any second, Balls, I'm sure it'll pop. To be fair, Balls, the prophecy has already been fulfilled. We got an eat option. We got to eat food. We got to consume.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then
up,
maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
New voice.
The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day.
So there was a bowling oh, I hope there's a bowling option.
If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Eat here, lol. Fuck, there's no eat everything option. It's lie.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right?
Fuck you.
Please take this seriously. I am begging you. A warning before you go any further.
Oh, we put a big wall around everything.
She will lie, she will cheat, and if we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Cabin time.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Nice, it's fucked.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths. Its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table.
Oh, I want to do this. I want to make the world
blade.
more completely fucked.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife.
Doing everything the contrarian
Have you seen
tells me
this
to.
place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess.
Story game.
How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and
Maybe they can go
straightforward
watch the
premise?
entire previous live stream to get caught up on the story.
You can't just say that. But when everything here is so wrong.
Also, what's up, Grey Bacon?
Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
I do remember you, Alexi6. I do remember you. Donated €5 last. Hell yeah. This is a part 2. Well, this is the second stream, so I guess it is part 2.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
Oh, we're not.
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
Gonna go ape shit.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Can you summarize it in 2 sentences for me? Basically, you have to go in the basement. You either slay the princess or you don't slay the princess. And every now and then, like when you reach the end of the story, it resets, and you have to get all the endings to complete the story. I'm pretty sure. Let's take the blade.
Take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess
It's
and
going
save
out
the
the
world
window.
without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife, but you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice. You've switched your grip on the blade. Congratulations. Yes! Isn't this so much better? Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Out the window!
Yes! Do it! Seriously.
Yes!
You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it. We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends. Been there, done that. I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon.
Bullshit.
What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
Alright. The basement. I'm not gonna bother
The
with the
door to
mirror.
the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
Spoiler alert, there's a part we have to slay the princess. Well, that was our first run through of the game.
Nothing
Slay
here
her
seems
every
to
single
belong.
time.
And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Oh, is the intrusive? Yeah, so the one that says the narrator, that's the narrator. It was like a guy that's guiding us along, I guess, but he's not with us. He's just a descended voice. Distended, rather. And the ones that say, like, voice of the hero, voice of the contrarian, voice of the paranoid, that's like our internal monologue talking to us, I guess.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
Are we gonna save here? I'm gonna do whatever the contrarian wants us to do. I'm gonna lead us down the path of just fucking confusion.
We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Wonder what difference this makes. Left.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, until there's nothing left in them to feel.
We had a weapon? Yeah, but we threw it out the window because I felt like it.
The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold.
But you finished what you started, homie? We already did the run where we kill her like 50 times. And then we did the run where we just save her every single time.
Your toes feel like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor.
Fuck yeah, we're gonna die.
You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only...
Are you just going to stand there?
What?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. Where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
Alright, yeah, let's break the world.
We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter?
Soggy, can I play? There's no multiplayer balls.
Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them, if it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Yes! Trying to feel Leroy. Why are these all the same option? Hey, hold on.
What, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we?
There
There's
we
no
go.
way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. Maybe it's because I'm dangerous. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it. Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we?
Good wiggler.
What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers?
Send her into the wiggle dimension. This works.
Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
I don't think what I do really matters,
Keep
does
asking
it?
questions.
I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. You either trust me, or you believe that I'm dangerous. What I say won't change how you already feel about me. Besides, you already know what I'm going to do.
Wiggle dimension.
If you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
Oh no, we're gonna keep making you
Not a
fractal.
single real answer. At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction, it's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking this is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her.
Soggy, you look tired, by the way. Did you sign? What the fuck are you talking about, boss? I don't look tired. I'm a tiny bit sleepy today. I wasn't really early for work.
Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Try every single option at once. Here we go.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to perish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
Yippee!
But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
But the edit and other art, I will check it out after the stream, Kalani. I'm excited to see it though.
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others they just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Hold the perfect woman.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
He'll be fine. Oh! She got slurped. For OnlyFans. She has 5 different OnlyFans, Great Bacon. You saw the merge.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
It's mirror time, baby.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
Right. Are we getting there, baby? I think we're getting slimier every time. You withered? Aw. Every other time it said you've grown. The cabin, baby.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet
That
again.
was her sneezing, not me.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it. These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and walk. They are stretched into a shape
thank you,
not
Ray Bacon.
unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold.
Sneezing like an MF.
They will make for a rich and vibrant heart.
Soggy, if there's no sex option, I might have to unsubscribe from your channel, bro. We'll find it someday, boss.
For they will finally get
Maybe
to
we'll
know
mod it in.
themselves.
I think I'm ready to go back. So these are the, you have to get, there's a bunch of different forms, like this one is the contradiction form, I guess. But whatever this being is, this being of like all the arms that grab hold of the princess and like move her, I guess. He's like an entity that we're feeding information every time we get a new ending.
I
think
will
I'm
be
ready to go
here
back, though.
when it is time for us to meet again.
Yeah, we're dead.
You're on a path in the woods.
I am going to skip dialogue we've already seen. Okay, the cabin.
You make your way up.
I'm gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be.
Oh,
just checking
it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
A curse has the little knife in it. Ah.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Let's see.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster.
Yeah,
Killing someone in cold blood
before,
isn't
chat
very
with her
becoming
option.
of us. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
No, I want to talk to her, but also hold the fucking blade. Can I not do both?
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
I want to talk with the knife. I want to do sweet knife tricks while we chat.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Oh, you bitch. Squint at the princess while... let's squint at her.
You stare at the princess,
Oh.
squinting.
Oh, I just squint. No staring.
She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Where my grandma is here, dude. Alright, balls. Damn it! Okay, there's only drop the blade and slay the fucking... Okay, Slayer, I want more out of the ghost story, I guess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her
Oh,
through.
she fucking blocked!
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your
Holy
jaw.
shit, we suck. She's fucking chained up.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around. You and the princess
Hiya!
stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh, we got her.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Dum dum. The adversary. Oh, this is like. This is the. I guess this is
You're
the
on a
storyline where we're
path
beefing.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, skip through dialogue we've already seen. Oh no, we haven't seen this technically. Get to that cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
You have to shiv thee up.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear, Crystal? Let's just get on with it already.
Voice of the stubbornness for this one.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest.
Ooh.
Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You
Take
take
that
the
blade.
blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I'm not gonna bother with the mirror. Every time I do it, it just does the same cutscene where you go and touch the mirror and it disappears.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess,
Bloodlust
not
is
to
the
have a
whole
good
point.
fight.
White Knight.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. It looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Do we fight? Hiya!
Good. With a singular focus, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess.
Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum.
Fuck!
Your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle. No, we can do this. Just keep pushing. We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Wiggle it out.
You pull back on the blade's hilt, doing your best to free it from its sinewed prison. But as you tug the blade free, the princess slams you down onto her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact. And you find yourself in midair. You hit the floor, your ribs complaining painfully. But you can feel the hilt in your grip. You still have your weapon.
Use it as a throwing knife. She can't
Push
block
yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last. This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her. She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
How disappointing.
She squeezes,
Oh,
pressure
fuck, we're dead.
unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Didn't make it too far into that one. The eye of the needle.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there. Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it. So what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin. See this through.
Balls, no. Oh, you lost to a girl.
It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason.
We killed her the first time.
We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you.
To the cabin.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament. No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know, screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis. Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us, something to chase.
barely hear Voice of the Hunted. Cabin time.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. See? We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there. Take it.
Get that blade.
Take the blade from the altar. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Soggy, how is your 8-legged mammals? Sadly, they're not mammals, balls, but they're all doing pretty well. We had another molting a few days ago. It's a Brazilian... Oh, shit. It's a Brazilian red and white, aka the Nahandu Chromatus, something like that. It's molted, and it's starting to get its adult... I wouldn't say adult coloration, because it's still just barely out of its sling phase, but... It's got, you know, it's got the white on its knees, and it's got the red on its abdomen. Although it is very faint, but it will get redder and whiter as it gets older. Bigger.
Good. There's no overcoming her
thank you,
without
all
it.
own dark Turkish
We need
guy.
every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any.
Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating
growing?
before you open it,
Oh, they're growing
as
alright,
if
baby,
you
grey
don't
bacon.
see it. You do see it, right?
I've made sure to, I've separated some of the babies, well, the juveniles, the slings, rather. Yeah, slings, not juveniles. I've separated all of the ones that refused food, because I think they're in pre-molt. But we will see come the next feeding cycle, which is in a couple days. Got them, I got them some little crickets today. Hopefully they all enjoy those in a couple days. Yeah, but with so many slings, I should be seeing molts. I should be seeing molts plenty of the time.
All we see is a damned mirror. It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean?
Smash
Bring
it!
your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead. Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
We can definitely beat her this time.
Go to her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
That's not how this works. I'm all chained up, remember? How about you come down here and fight me?
We'll need to show ourselves. Make her boil over and forget her metal bindings. Fine by me.
Alright, basement time.
Nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember every crack and crevice. You'll need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling! Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh, break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
We can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, and let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run. I really don't like the sound of this. It's the only way we live.
Mommy, ooh la la, awooga hubba hubba.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do. So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
The princess scoffs.
Maybe?
Oh, you're up to something tricky, aren't you? You're teasing me with what I want, but I'm sick of waiting. I'm not going to let you give me another bad fight. I'm going to get what I want.
Bloody desire in her eyes,
fuck.
the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Run. Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight,
He's
but once within your
absolutely just gonna
grasp
kill
and
us.
infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same? Little bird, where do you think you're going?
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there.
I know what she is once let me play Soggy.
And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass. You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway.
We can totally beat
You
it
are
here, I'm
walking
sure.
a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me! Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head!
Do it. Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you.
Go for it.
You leap from the grass and bound
Nah,
towards
we're
the
fucked.
princess,
She's just gonna kill
keeping
us.
low.
Charging me head on. Brave and
We
foolish.
should have planted banana peels in the doorway or something.
Her body braces for impact, anticipating the clash. That's where you're both wrong. Left, now! As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly.
Oh wait, did we actually get her?
Strike.
Watch
Before you can
out!
finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh.
Fuck!
It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in
I
return.
can do her in that
I'll
shot.
be damned.
Bamboo
We're
torture.
actually going to pull this off, aren't we? You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows,
Hi-ya!
each of you wounding the other again and
Taekwondo,
again.
Aikido, Judo.
She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's more. Keep going. We can't stop now.
Damn it, I didn't mean to skip that dialogue.
You spy an opening.
We fucking got
She's
her!
waiting for
God
you.
damn it!
She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long
she's
enough to wrap
cheating.
you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground. Nothing. These blows are nothing to us. But her gambit wasn't enough to close the
Oh, we
gap.
got it.
It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
You've outplayed me, haven't you?
I'm gonna hit the sack, Soggy. If I come back, there's no sex option, I swear to God. Oh, balls, you leaving?
Something feels wrong. Something.
And? Then what happens?
He's been taken by the hands. Oh, we defeated her in a fucking Hulk form.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. That thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
You've unraveled. Ooh.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there? Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there? This one remembers a spark lost in time, and she would stop at nothing to reclaim it. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally remembered what she thought she'd lost.
Know what? Ready to go back.
The
I
next time
want to
see
pursue
you,
the ghost. I
each
want to
of
see
us
what we
will
can do with the
finally know
ghost
what we are.
instead of just killing, having it kill us again.
I will be here,
We're going
waiting
with the
for
ghost
you.
route. Lodge. The eye of the needle.
You're
How
on
many
a
endings
path
there are?
in the woods.
All right.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
You make your way up.
The blade into the basement. We're skipping through dialogue we've already seen.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you... I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, so...
She's unarmed.
Have indeed already seen. All right, fucking get her!
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Blah. Oh, I can't do that option?
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Check the sleeves.
I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Was that a new ending? Yeah, any time you end up in the dimension with like all the hands, the long quiet, that's the ending. I guess I can't get to the ghost part. Should we take the blade out? Let's take the blade out.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt.
I'm sorry, I take it back, princess. You can live.
But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side. What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Quick, let's get out of here.
Oh.
It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
An hidden shiv.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
Yeah. You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Bum 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 bum.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Right. To the cabin, baby. No need to
warning
explore shit.
before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. It couldn't be more on the money, but we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Voice of the cheated again. Is she gonna be the ghost?
Just stay focused
We will
and you'll
find
be
out soon.
fine.
Cabin time.
The interior of the cabin is
Oh,
a jagged
fuck.
mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You know what? I'm not taking the blade.
Are we really doing this without a weapon? You know she has one, right?
But she'll trust us if we don't go in with one. Be friends. If she's a ghost, we can be buddies.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Scraping? She's not even trying to hide her knife. It's like she wants to get in our head. That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
We certainly are.
There is something so wrong with that voice. Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down. Exactly. She sounds threatening because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right? What? No! No! I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason. And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening.
Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who has the capacity to quickly arm himself? You do, so stop second-guessing yourself, go upstairs, take the blade, and do your job.
No, I trust her.
But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife? And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood.
Welcome back,
Fortunately
balls.
for you, she isn't armed.
But I'm not mad at you, so please stop standing so far out of reach.
I like throw a rock at her or something, so she drops the knife.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now? You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. And maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine, and will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
Reveal the hands.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
Oh, Kalani, you're right, it's up above.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero. Of course I won't.
Alright, let's do it. I believe her,
Against
she
your
doesn't
better
have a knife.
judgment, you walk across the room to within arm's reach of the princess. I don't like the way you said within arm's reach. You hear the horrible sound of
Oh, come
metal
on.
slicing through meat.
Whose meat? Not ours, right?
Hers, at first. Then yours. Your neck, specifically.
Hehe.
You collapse to the ground, your vision swimming
Fuck
as you
did that
attempt to
co-
focus on
Oh.
her bloody blade and the limp sack of flesh that
There
was
we go,
once
her
her
arm is the knife. Her entire fucking arm was the knife.
You're going to die now.
And with a quick jerk of her elbow, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Guess it wasn't up her ass. It was inside of her arm the whole time. I don't think we should kill her, so let's just keep trusting her for no reason.
That. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp.
Nice.
A constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? Who cares about cards? You're all acting like this is about winning and losing, while this is actually about having fun.
Is this fun for you? It's not fun for me. I don't like being sliced to pieces.
Oh shit, voice of the broken.
Great. So obviously you've already
We're
been
getting
here.
sliced again.
How many times?
This is our third?
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. And then, we throw it out the window. What? That blade is the only edge we have. We are not.
Too late, because we already did it, didn't we?
Fortunately for the rest of you,
Alright, no blade.
for me, and for the sake of the world, yes. That is horribly unfair. He shouldn't be allowed to just do things like that. You were the one who made us pick it up. See? You're not the only one who can figure out how to... What's done is done. I suggest you make the best of it.
You're all so mad at each other. I'm just going to sit here quietly in the corner. You can be the ones to figure out what to do.
So? Are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? There isn't a door, there's just that mirror. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
Alright, mirror
You
time
make
it
your
is.
way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Oh.
While listening
Reach
to that
forward and
long
place your
drawn
hand on the
outside.
door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. I can't say I was particularly invested in looking at it before, but now I really want to see what's in it. If it's so keen on... Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
As your body tumbles onto the basement landing, the form of the princess comes into view, wryly smiling at you from a distance.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. And you still don't have a weapon. That's funny! That's a joke! I'm going to kill you now.
Yes, that was extremely silly of whoever did that. Probably a bad idea.
That was you!
I know, I'm just trying to add some levity to this. Well, since all of this was your idea, how about you figure out how to get us out of it? Oh, guys like us don't get to make any decisions. You should know that. I decided to pick up that blade, and you decided to throw it out the window.
This is why we've already lost. Can't even stop bickering with ourselves. How are we supposed to beat her without a weapon? She's so sharp.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the
Oh,
wet
hell
sound of
yeah.
slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Alright, I'm out of ideas. What are we doing? Yeah, that's right, we just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
We're gonna die, aren't we?
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
But you don't have time to finish your thought before she closes the distance. And then she skewers you.
Alright, we got her.
Ow. What a surprise. Yeah, we don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? Nah, we'd know if we died. Right? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? I don't actually know how to answer that question. I think he means how many times have we died. Yes, that. Oh, I've lost count, to be honest.
I haven't. It's 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
Sweden is the best. What's up, Anders? Ufferston?
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay, plan now.
Blow it with her. No, that fucking kills us.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
You're cute.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder. She skewers you. More noise isn't helping, it's just making it harder to focus.
Poke her in the eye. I get the option.
Just keep dodging, just keep dodging, just keep dodging. She skewers you.
What's the point of avoiding me if you're not going to fight?
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. We don't even have a weapon. Yeah, some clod threw it out the window. Again, that was you. No, I was just the clod who suggested it. And if I knew we'd be stuck here forever, I wouldn't have done that. Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We lasted a little longer. Barely. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. Fine. One last time. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Fuck! You got us again.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here. No steel claw, though. Was tossing it the only thing we've done that was permanent? That's a sick joke, Universe. A sick, sick joke. If it's gone for good, then maybe we never actually needed it. That's what I've been telling you all. We can do this without it. We're tougher than steel. Yeah, mind over matter. Who needs violence when you have love? Who needs love when you've mastered yourself?
Who needs anything when we don't matter?
Well, boys, are we ready? There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me.
Let's do it.
Walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to see how this ends.
I'll be back in like 1 second. I'm just gonna turn the heating on. Alright, sorry about that. God, I even turned it off. It was starting to get chilly now.
Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it? I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing.
Oh yeah, hacked computer and checked your search history. What was in their balls?
Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit!
She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
Yes! Behold, the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. I'd say we bow down to her right now if that had ever even slightly worked for us.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Narrator!
What just happened?
Yo, mine. Here we go.
It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Hiya!
This worked before. I was able to make you dead before. Did you do that? It's funny if you did. You're nothing. You've done nothing to me, and I've done so much to you, and that's who we are. But it's like you're nothing now. You can't be nothing. If you're nothing, then what am I? Am I nothing too? No, I'm the one who hurts you.
He's getting fucked up. The din of shrieking metal subsides, and something small and delicate falls into your hand. It's a heart. It beats gently, calmly in your palm. Oh, it's been stolen. Mirror time, let's do it. Run nothing. Oh, awesome. Guess we're a fucking crow?
I think you know what I am.
Oh, the narrator is a crow. I see. It all makes sense now.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far. It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically. We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save. No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is? Construct. It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done, and it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through.
Taking in the lore here.
The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore. You were, and it was by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world.
I already asked this question.
But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore. Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you. You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
2 left.
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
No more questions.
Well, there's no reasoning with a god, even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece, and my time is up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
So you're gonna shag her or shank her? I don't know if I can do anything to her now.
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from 1 into 2, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death, possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to liberation?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, all at once. You learn to put yourself away, and in your stillness you humbled me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives. And yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me. You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am right in front of you. I crush you, I bleed you, I grind you to paste. My scars are a memory of what you used to be to me. I want those feelings back.
The sex option. There's still a chance, Balls.
You run, but you do not run away. You take me somewhere new, somewhere we can dance like we used to. But I could not follow your steps. There was no better gift for me than the gift of defeat. You showed me how much more I could be. We made each other better. To have no challenges to fade into nothing. A life without obstacles is no life at all. Death is a fantasy. Only those who lack perspective see it as anything other than transformation. You cannot destroy me. My massive mob you. There is no beginning to them, and there is no end. And there is no end. There is only the flood of bodies. There is only the flood of bodies. In every moment you hold every possible sensation at once. And then you hold them all again. Sensation at once. And then you hold them all again. But in the end, you reflected it back at me. For a brief moment, both of us were everything. We can be everything again. We can weave a beautiful and endless song. You have never truly seen me gone. You cannot fathom a world without me. A picture of a life, and a picture of a life, and a picture of a life. How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is stale? You doused the flames of false devotion, and in my despair, you lifted my chin, and the two of us danced beneath the stars. But the stars can't be seen unless the flames go out, and the walls come crashing down. Can you not do for all things what you did for us?
All right. What do we do? I'm reading these, I'm really thinking.
What you mistake for a lecture is merely observation. I only want to help you. You can vainly struggle against me, or you can follow the rhythm of our movement and find our freedom. That cold fire has left your eyes. Are you finally willing to listen?
Leave her, you might get the sexy tormenting. I don't know, I'm gonna make the right choice here, Kalani.
Choosing your death and forfeiting your body. You chose agency. But agency requires action. And action requires endless tapestry of events. In your final moments, would you remove action itself from reality?
The echo was deluded. A world without me would be an eternal hell.
Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Well, okay, I'm ready to leave. Never wanted to fight, but how can we leave? Can't let this happen, I can't let everyone die. Slay the princess. You have to fight for a better world. Sorry, slay the princess. You are cruelty itself and I cannot let you exist. Slay the princess. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't let you kill. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. I don't think that leads to anything. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. You think you can change? I don't know, guys. I kind of feel like we slay the princess for the sheer amount of times she fucking killed us. Leave with her? I don't know, Kalani. I don't know if I want to leave with her. You know what? I'm sorry. I gotta fight for what's right.
Then destroy me if you're able. But I will not coddle you in my final moments. I will not yield to your delusion without a
Fuck
vicious
everything up,
struggle.
Soggy. What are you talking about?
You don't have to face her alone. Them, I assume in the same way that you're all of you. They're still where you left them, stuck in the folds of this place. Part of me is with them, just like part of me is with you right now. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready? Then let's go.
Ah, pencil. Oh, it's less and less pencil.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things? Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
For all time's sake.
The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know I've already mentioned it, but if we want to see this through, we're gonna need that blade.
Take that
That's
blade.
probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Okay, let's go.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
We both know why you're here. You don't have to draw it out for my sake.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. That sight brings me back. You're going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me. You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
That's gotta be a fucking trap. Sorry guys, but I have to slay the princess.
So this is it then. Let's see this through.
So, that's how it is.
Sorry, princess.
Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Like that, there is no sex option, balls. You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. Whatever action brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged, and left each of you with a piece of the other. By destroying her once and for all, you also destroyed a part of yourself. The world hasn't ended.
She's
continue on.
Gone. And I don't think she's coming back. Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter, we don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
God, are we gonna leave the cabin to see fucking the void? Oh, yep, I see the void outside. Maybe the void?
It's quiet here.
The path in the woods outside are an empty canvas, but there is even more to see beyond this place, the fruits of your labor, a world free from death. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation. You feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. Feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You feel the glass of the construct pressing on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not
He's
yield.
gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
All at once, the unyielding tension gives way. Then the shattering. You are free, and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will, by a long, arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. There will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
It's finally over, isn't it? But all of us are still here.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
We really did win, didn't we? We're the house now. We get to make the rules. This is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
The whispering, and the coercion, and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we are the pecking order now.
I hope this was all worth it, because I'm personally inconsolable. Lucky for us, you have forever to get over it.
Time mends a lot of things. You'll get better.
Hear, hear, to our vanquished foe.
It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem.
Yeah,
Ah, fuck.
We can do that.
Skip that. We did it! We beat the fucking game! Holy shit. Oh damn. They're pretty fucking... I don't know if bittersweet is the right word for that ending. I feel like this isn't a game with like a happy ending though. Because I don't think there is a world beyond the cabin. I think we're stuck here. We were created to become the world. We are the long quiet. Whoa. That was some good shit. That was some good shit. I did not think I would even give 2 fucks about this game, but you know what? I really enjoyed it. It was fucking epic. Spike tastic. Pretty good. Should have watched from the very beginning, Grey Bacon. You would have got... Well, I guess you probably got up to speed. Gonna play the game again. I might play it again, like, at a later date, balls. Try and get a different ending. You're gonna get the fucking... There is no sex option, balls. There's an ending where we don't kill her, presumably, but I don't think that's the ending where we have fucking crazy, hardcore butt sex all night. I think it's probably more of a metaphorical binding of souls or something. That was fucking awesome. Needless to say though, I'm gonna finish up the stream there for now, guys. Finish the game, the good ending doesn't count. There's a good ending? Oh no. That wasn't the good ending? Oh, a song. Oh, these were the songs? Oh no, these are all the things I got. Anyways, I will catch you guys in the next stream. Hope you've all had fun. No stream tomorrow, sadly. As you know, Jackbox Saturday is not on because I'm working late. But Sunday, I'll find something fun for us to do on Sunday. Gotta let her live. Oh, she has to die, Grey. But she stabs us like 50,000 fucking times. I'm not letting her live. And even in the good endings, we still end up like descending into the spooky dimension. Peace out. Peace out, guys. You want to have a nice weekend if I don't see you again? Stay soggy, my